Here we have some rules about when we can use commas. I have a list for us to follow so we can hopefully remember what to do. We need to use commas after listing order signals. After first, second, next, finally, last. Any of these words, we need to have a comma after it. When we use words like after, before, whenever, or when, we need a comma in the middle of the sentence. After I wake up, comma, I take a shower. Before I go to school, comma, I drink a Dr. Pepper. Whenever I come to English class, comma, I'm very happy. Whenever I get home, comma, I always feed my cats. However, if the word is in the middle, then we don't need a comma. So if we say I take a shower after I wake up, if after is in the middle of a sentence, then we do not need a comma. Only if it starts a sentence. Now please do not put a comma right after, okay? It's not correct to put a comma there. It has to be a whole thought. After I wake up, comma. Before I go to school, comma. I cannot put a comma right after before. It has to be the whole idea. We can also put commas in compound sentences. If we have a subject and a verb on both sides, for some of our fanboys, we can use a comma. I study English, comma, and I study history. I will eat Subway, comma, or I will eat at a Vietnamese restaurant. In my last sentence here, Superman and Batman are my friends. This one does not need a comma because it's not a compound sentence. There's only a subject, and then my verb. If we add a subject-verb, then we can have a comma before the end. When we have a comma, when we have a list of 3 or more items, we can use a comma for a big list. We are studying reading, writing, grammar, and listening and speaking. These are 4 items, so I need to have a comma after each one. In my last example here, Barack Obama and Donald Trump are friends. Here, these are only 2 people, so they do not need a comma. Only with 3 or more. When we have numbers, think about 3 numbers counting from the right. 25 million, we need to have the coming from the right side. So it's not going to be 250, but think about 1, 2, 3 numbers coming from this side. And also for dates. Thursday, comma, the October 26th comes together, and then a comma. And then we also need a comma between an address, the city, the state, the country, and the zip code. The zip code doesn't need a comma. We could also have a comma between the city and the country. My friend is from Paris, France. Please take a look at this and try and fill in the blanks where you think we need a comma, and then I'll check it soon.